One of the things that they informed me about is the fact that if you're an outgoing student of the university, you're still allowed to vote for during the current election, which is something that I didn't know. Something else that they explained to me is that we actually had a student parliament, which I didn't know. They actually explained a lot of things to me. Naturally I asked questions and they answered them, and conversation started to develop. And the conversation got really, really interesting. It became a meeting of minds, so to speak. And then, somebody had the idea of, let's grab the camera and record the rest of this conversation. And that's basically how we come to the video that you're about to watch. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of context, you know what I mean? How the video came to be, basically. It wasn't planned or anything like that. It just happened, and it happened very well, and I enjoyed the conversation very much, and yeah, I just thought that it would be worth sharing, and I spoke to them too, and they thought, or they felt the same way. So yeah. Oh wait, last but not least, I don't know about the political party, but I would definitely vote for those individuals. Yeah, nobody else felt the need to come and do a door-to-door campaign, bro. Door-to-door is not easy. It requires a certain amount of courage, and I want to reward those students for that courage and for taking the time, bro, to come and educate me and everybody else that they educated. So on that basis, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to vote for the person that I can see, that I spoke to, that educated me and conscientized me and made me aware. So yeah, that's where my vote's going. Yeah, that's where my vote's going. I'm definitely voting for the people that I spoke to. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe we'll make another one, depending on whether they're willing to come back and have those conversations again, or even have new ones. Yeah. So we also I tried to make the video a bit educational for you, give you a bit of background in terms of the things that we're talking about. And these are the type of conversations I actually enjoy having. I enjoy having productive conversations, even if those conversations are being had with people that I don't necessarily agree with or affiliate with. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's the true definition of freedom. Or one of the definitions of freedom is my ability to engage with whoever I want, whenever I want, however I want, without having to worry about where I'm from. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but maybe that's a conversation for another day. But basically what I'm trying to say there is, if you're keen to have woke conversations, bro, truly woke, honest, meeting of the mind type conversations, then yeah, holla at me and we can see how we can set that up, how we can schedule that. Otherwise, like I said, I hope you enjoy the video. Leave a like, leave a comment. Without any further ado, do the decisions that are made in parliament or in any structure where there's a few people making these decisions, how often do they represent you as the everyday man on the street? Simple. All I'm saying is, and what do I really vote for? I mean, yes, there are certain structures that I can go to, but really, the most power that the everyday person exercises is to vote. Sure. How many of us go and are active? No, besides being an active voter, active in the community, like you're being active. You get what I'm trying to say? Choosing a side, going to discuss, having debates. Do you get what I'm trying to say? How many people are doing that? People are busy trying to put food on the plate. Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say?
Hence why there's community leaders,
right? I hear you. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, why should it be that you have to vote for somebody, or elect somebody, or choose somebody to apply themselves in your place? So basically to think for you or to represent you. Why can we not make the actual decision? Let me give you an example. Who needs to build this road? I want to give you a practical example.
who needs to build this road? Let there be an app where everybody who lives in this area makes that decision. As opposed to, there's somebody somewhere in an office somewhere who makes that decision, and then that decision is based, like, is affected by politics. Whereas if all of us are making a decision about who fixes this road, it will be based on who fixes roads the best. We're all going to choose the guy who fixes the road the best, and we will give the new guy a chance. But if he flops, we're not going to give him a second chance and a third chance and a fourth chance. We're not going to give a guy 70 M's, he doesn't build the road, and then come back and give him another 70 after. We're not going to do that.
Question.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Question.
I'm just saying. Now let it talk, let it talk. Oh, yeah.
Are you familiar with animal farm?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
Dope book.
very good.
And SA is a great example.
It is.
We're freaking animal farm.
Are you familiar
We're being towed by ourselves.
Are you familiar with Lord of Flies? Okay, the parallel between both of these things, it's the corruption of power, as you know, obviously.
That's the issue.
Right? But the issue is that the biggest problem with the root of corruption is desire. That's the biggest issue, because if you don't desire to have power, you don't utilize it.
Can I just hop on something?
Yeah.
May I disagree?
One.
Okay.
Can I finish?
The other thing is that leads to corruption. Before it was corruption, it was colonization, basically. So what we have inherited is actually everything that the colonizers were showing to us, because our colonial powers actually wanted everything to themselves. And when we inherited the land, they didn't show us how to govern it. So the people who inherited the government now governed it according to the way they did, because they wanted it. So with them now, it wasn't them like taking the gold and everything, they were taking the money to themselves for self-enrichment, you understand? So I feel like that's how we are going with this whole corruption thing, and now it's labeled as corruption.
Okay. I hear you in terms of us doing what the colonizers were doing, right? But I think then it's an issue. Like, it comes back to politics. Okay, so why are we not electing people who know how to manage resources to manage them? Why are we still electing political figures to manage resources? They have no idea.
Exactly.
He knows nothing about managing it. If you're a political leader, bro, be there in the political sphere. But when it comes to, because now the argument is this, we now actually have the resources. Yes, don't get me wrong, there are definitely some resources that are sitting somewhere that are being held up and held against and being held back from us. I agree they're there, and it's upsetting. That's fine. Now, but we've got two options. We can either spend time making noise about some money that was made before we were born. Some exchanges that happened before we were born, and even the person that you're going to go and fight with now wasn't there. The current recipient of whatever's going on was not there when those exchanges happened. You get what I'm trying to say? They're just fighting. We can have that conversation, or we can have a conversation of, hey guys, there's all these things called technology, cryptocurrencies, blockchains, and you know, Bitcoin. There's different ways to make money. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because I also think that the reason that people tend to be corrupt, I think, is this thing of a scarcity consciousness. So once I come into this position, in my mind, I'll never ever have this opportunity.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say? And bro, it's not nice to struggle. Be nice, and then go back to struggling again. You know what I'm trying to say? And something else, and something else, nobody's taught me how to manage this stuff. So I'm, but it's just going out, bro. Like, as quick as it's coming in, it's going out, because I have no idea how to manage money. You know what I'm trying to say? You were making 5,000, even students, you were getting 3,000 from your, what is this thing called? What is this thing, your bursary or something, you guys are the worst. You're making 3,000, medical students, you're making 3,000, watch. You're making 3,000, 4,000 from the bursary, then singing, you guys are making what? I don't know what the figure is when you guys are doing your little
internship,
but I don't think they're paying you. But as soon as you come out, you're making more than everybody.
Internship is 60K.
As soon as you come out, you're making 60K, right? Financial management. Where did you learn financial management in between?
From varsity. What do you mean? We get one. I'm interested. I get 1.5, and I need to survive on 1.5. No.
But now with 1.5, you're limited by that amount. Anybody has to work with that. Now you've got 60K every month. Do you not?
It will feel like it's a 1.5.
You're still going to be thinking like a 1.5.
That's what
you get what I'm trying to say? Initially, you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, you're still going to be spending like this
more money, the more problems.
Sure, it's not necessarily that your buying behavior will change, not that the amount is changed. No, it's your thinking that has to change in order for your spending to change. You know what I'm trying to say? And seeing yourself wasting money on a regular basis might make you change your thinking. Like, oh damn, yo, a year has passed and bro, I can't see my money. A year has passed, I've been earning 60K and I can't see my money. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, people are very doctors. Within 2 years, very expensive cars. Even 3 months, very expensive cars, bro. That's what I'm talking about. First year, very expensive cars. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's what I mean in terms of conscientizing. When conscientizing us to manage our own money. So how much more somebody who moved up politically? You didn't even go to varsity. If the varsity guy can't manage his money, how am I from high school?
I feel like the core problem is we elect revolutionaries into positions of politics. A good revolutionary makes a terrible politician. That is the...
I think a good revolutionary might make a great politician. I think they make a terrible manager. The honest is different. Because now we're talking about resources. Once we're talking about resources, we don't need politicians. We need managers. Financial managers, the plant managers, what managers, people understand. We even, especially the financial managers, right? We need accountants. We need tax attorneys and tax lawyers. We need economists, bro. We need, you get what I'm trying to say? We need that type of stuff. We don't need no politics here, bro. Because the politics is just going to make us make the wrong decisions. So, and another thing, with regards to
those people are voted in politics.
Everything is politics.
That's my issue. That's what I'm trying to say.
Decentralization of power.
This thing of because it is that centralization of power that allows me to be able to put in a guy who's not qualified for the job.
Okay, but do you know the knowledge of the average person? The power in which you're giving them, can they manage it?
I was going to ask,
what's the difference? We are a select group of individuals in society.
Hold on, wait, we're all talking at the same time.
Okay, wait. Do you know that the knowledge of the average individual? Let us not be fooled by the fact that if you're having this conversation here, each and every person we're going to encounter thinks this way. You understand? You're giving people who do not even know how to manage this power. You're giving them power to change policies, power to change the world. But can they actually do it? What are their intentions behind it? You understand? Like, do you know the average person? When they say think like the average person.
Now, what was the question you asked me? What is my gripe? What is my problem, right?
Yeah.
It is that the average person is not conscientized.
Hey,
The average person is not educated. We spend too much time talking about politics as opposed to doing things that empower the average man. The way I see it, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in some of our conversations, we discuss politics.
What's your view on democracy?
Max doesn't want to be Max.
Look, let me put it this way. What is democracy? It's a system, basically, right? It's a system for managing people and resources, really. You know, in its loosest way. Please correct me. In its loosest way, right? Democracy, how we make decisions as a society, and how we manage resources. Right? So it's a system. I don't think that that's the best system. And number two, from what I learned, democracy has levels. And it feels as though someone mentioned to me that we're still a friend of one. You get what I'm trying to say? There's different degrees of democracy. Me talking about an app where the everyday person can vote is a form of democracy. See what I'm trying to say? So it depends on the let me put it this way. I don't have an issue with democracy. I have an issue with the way that our democracy is structured.
So now there's something called, there's this guy who's a political economist called John Aiti. He's originally Ghanaian but now goes to the States. You know what he said? He said democracy is the luxury Africa cannot afford. Do you agree with that? Africa, given and with all its core values and economy and all those things
and
resources,
you can't leave that out.
I'm considering everything.
When you talk about this, when you talk about Africa in this context, we have to talk about the resources. That's all it is.
So now in terms of democracy then,
I believe, I thought democracy was cool. Then I discovered this thing called meritocracy, which is what I've been talking about. So where you are elected based on merit. What have you done? What can you do? What have you proposed? Convince us.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Sure, that's my only child. This thing, the way that is structured, is inherently correct.
Very nice.
You understand me?
'Cause someone
So
just going
I can change
methods
all
and
the
things are still
t-shirts
the same.
to a different color.
Hey.
Same problem. Change the t-shirts again. Same problem. Why? The system is designed to be inherently corrupt. I myself, if you put me there, bro, there's no guarantee. Wait, there's a high chance, bro. I don't want to lie to you, bro. In that structure, with the people that are above you, doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, understand the example
Yeah,
I'm
then
being
you'll
shown.
be pressured.
Nami ngapanti. My homies are asking me, homie, everybody else is
Leave
being
you
dirty.
there.
Everyone's
Leave you
telling,
there.
what are you doing?
What are
We're
you
hungry.
doing?
You're telling us about ethics. I can't eat ethics.
Well, that's actually a
So look,
anybody.
no,
we can speak about these guys every day, man. It was nice. But
Yeah.
you have to bring we have to
Don't worry.
Yeah.
because,
I did say let's schedule a talk.
yeah, no, we show.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
we
yeah.
got your number.
We got
We have
your.
our details.
I did.
We show,
We'll
but
add
we
you
really
on the
appreciate
briefing meeting at the end of the day.
You know what? Add me, bro. Call me to these things just as a
An impartial guest.
yeah, a concept.